Yo, 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 welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Alfredo. And as you can see, we done changed locations, but you already know, man, I'm staying on top of what we need to stay on top of. I'm on vacation right now, so I don't know how long the video going to be, but I got some information I got to get out to y'all. So, but I do want to start off and say, please do not forget, we're still having a jersey giveaway. As you know, we already didn't have the draft, but like I said, I was waiting until after the draft to do the jersey giveaway because of the players that we were supposed to draft. And now with the players that we did draft, I'm glad I did wait because you might want one of these Quinyon Mitchell jerseys, you might want a Cooper DeJean, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna just give it to you like that right quick. But long story short, man, jersey giveaways coming up. Only thing you really got to do is just subscribe to the channel. That's all I'm really looking for. The jersey giveaway will be May 1st. I'm probably gonna make it May 3rd though, to be honest. Just because it's the weekend, whatever the case may be. But like I always say, I'm gonna have get all y'all, so whoever subscribed to the channel, I'm gonna put it into a name generator, and then I'll just pick that way. So probably have like a few days. I'll reach out to that person. If I don't hear from that person, I'll probably do it again. So just make sure y'all stay in tune for that. But let's roll into what we need to roll into, man. As I already know, y'all seen my draft reaction to Quinyon Mitchell getting drafted #1. I know it was a lot of talks about, either getting Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, even what position we were going to go for with the first round pick. Because myself, I thought the cornerback room was good, but with the talent that was available, you couldn't pass up on a Quinyon Mitchell. You couldn't pass up on a Cooper DeJean. A lot of these players graded out so well. It's like you can't you can't not do this. You can't not try and make this happen. And it's crazy because I'm watching my draft reaction, and I had said it. I had did my mock draft. Like I said, I got PFF, right? Just for the simple fact that I just want to, stay on top of the analytics. Like I said, I don't watch college football too much. Like I said, I follow, who I follow. If it's a big game, I watch it because I want to see the talent still. Because sooner or later, going maybe enter into the NFL like some of these young men just have. So, with that being said, man, yeah, it's how we cook, bro. How we cook. I don't care what nobody say. If I'm grading this, if you ask me to give the Eagles draft a grade, I'm giving them an A+, bro. He hit on everything we needed, and I seen like people, content creators were streaming, and it was like some of them, we ain't gonna get a linebacker, we ain't get this person, we ain't get that person. But now I see why. When I did the mock draft, I said it in the video. I said, bro, I'm glad they went and got Quinyon first because Cooper DeJean fell in my mock draft so many times. I did maybe like 5 to 6 mock drafts, if not more, just to see him, Cooper and McKinstry fell to the second round, and then as you see, it played out like that. But then the draft really didn't play out how it usually plays out. A lot of offensive players went off the board. A lot of QBs went off the board. So Eagles really didn't have to move. Quinyon fell right to him. You didn't even have to move. And I'm thinking Quinyon was gonna get picked off the board earlier just for the simple fact that how he graded. Because like I said, when I didn't know who Quinyon Mitchell was, I got PFF. I knew who like Kool-Aid them, like not like that, but I've seen them play in some of the games. As I said, I watched some of those bigger games. I didn't see Quinyon Mitchell. So when he came up on PFF, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking, he had the highest grade. I'm like, bro, why have I not heard of this man before? So going into his highlights and looking into more information about him, and then I guess the Senior Bowl game was maybe, but I can't remember. It was like a few weeks maybe before. When I had first found out about Quinyon, and I'm like, yo, I said, destiny, bro. It's like something is just, I think like God just wanted me to see for some reason, whatever the case is. But yeah, man, but it's crazy. We get Quinyon, then you get Cooper DeJean, right? And I'm gonna give a little breakdown of each player because I did a little information, because now I'm really going to dig deep into some of these players and who we got now because I really want to see, like, how they might maybe pan out in the offense and defense, whatever the case may be. But so let me just start this over. So first round, as you know, we get Quinyon, okay? Second round, we get Cooper DeJean, all right? Third, we get, I'm gonna make sure I say this young man's name right, okay? Jackson Hunt, Jalix Hunt. Jalix Hunt, he's a defense, he's a linebacker defense. I want to say I think he's a linebacker if I'm not mistaken. I didn't write it down, but if I'm not mistaken, he's a linebacker. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, but if I'm not mistaken, yeah. And then he got Will Shipley as a running back from Clemson, which was a decent pickup. Anaya Smith, another decent sleeper pickup. Trotter Jr. Of course, you already knew. We kind of had a suspicion because, like I said before, with Trotter, you heard Howie say, he has a connection with some of these players. And then for his dad to play for us and things like that, he probably was keeping an eye out. And and I'm for sure how he watches some of these content creators. Somebody in that Philadelphia Eagles organization will go to watching some of these content creators or scouts, whatever, and they take some of these ideas back. Not to say they're not smart enough to come up with it on their own, because all you got to do is go to the stats and stuff like that, and then just watch the film. But I think relationships play key in drafting some of these players, because and I should just announce the rest of the players, but I just thought that was important because a lot of these players are good. Don't get me wrong, they can go anywhere they want, but my thing is this: when you get the inside information, you might know a coach that coached this kid before, or whatever the case is, and they can give you a more clear understanding of the player that you're about to draft or the characteristics of this player. That's unmatched. You know what I mean? So relationships are very key, and I think that played a big part in some of these picks. But let me continue on. Trevor Keegan, another sleeper pick, okay? And Johnny Wilson. Now, I hope I didn't forget anybody, I think, because the Eagles did a lot of trading with the draft and stuff like that. And I should have wrote that down, but I might make that another video. Howie was already loaded up for the 2025. It just doesn't make sense, bro. The 2025 draft, when I say he has cracked the code that I don't understand, I myself can't understand, it's crazy. So, but let's keep it moving, man. Let's get into some of these players and what they can contribute to the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're gonna start with Quinyon, as y'all probably already know. Okay, we're gonna start with the biggest thing: is loyalty. Okay, that's what you want when it comes to a team. That's why you get an A.J. Brown re-sign. That's why you get a Devontae Smith sign. That's why you get some of these players that Jordan Mailata's, because they showed the loyalty. We brought y'all in. You know what I'm saying? We developed you, and we're going to pay you. That's the game. That's the game. And teams don't like to do that for whatever our reason. And the crazy part is how he's like, I don't want to say he's cheap, but he's always trying to find a deal. But he will pay these players, making it A.J. Brown the highest player, the highest paid wide receiver on draft night is crazy within itself. And then you sign both of them, a month apart, if that. But I called that too. But we'll leave that for another video. So, but the first thing with Quinyon, like I said, was loyalty. His size, his speed. He's great at the catch point. Very, very good at the catch point. When you talk about lockdown, that's what you do. At the catch point, that's where it's the most important. Because if you catch that ball, end zone, whatever the case may be, it could be a touchdown, just a gain, whatever it is. So that's very good. He played more off ball, right? And which is fine with me, but he played press, but not as much. I would like to see the versatility with that. He had my light died. I hope y'all can still see me. My fault, y'all. But I'm gonna just keep this rolling up. But yeah, man. So, and he allowed 0 touchdowns this past season. So that's great, right? Cooper DeJean, that's next, right? Very athletic, smart. What's this here? He was a state champion track. I didn't know that neither. So he's fast. I knew he was quick, but he's a multifaceted athlete, man. He played different sports. Basketball, he was decent in. Football, track, like I just said. So that's going to contribute well to the NFL, man. Because I like the track speed. That track speed going to convert well to the NFL. So, and he's a linear athlete, which is good as well. He's playing in the Vic Fangio scheme, right? Now, Jalix, I'm sorry, my brother, if I'm messing your name up, bro. Jalix Hunt, right? Okay. Right here, he gets pressures, QB hits, and sacks. That's exactly what you want from an up-and-coming linebacker. You also want that freaky athleticism that he has, man. And this was something else. He went to Cornell, his path to get to where he was. And then the program he played at was I think the program got established in 2014. It said that's crazy too. So, but he's a smart guy. So, and this was one of Vic Fangio's favorite players, which is also crazy to me because how they found this guy Well, I know how they found him because they said when he played in the Senior Bowl, just like Quinyon, that's your chance to make. That's the chance to either get your stock to go way up or way down, and they both snapped. So my thing is this: when they saw that, they said they couldn't pass up on it. A lot of people are like, why are they picking this player? Clearly, they think that he has some type of function. But then the crazier thing is this: he used to play safety. What? What? Listen, I told y'all the Eagles like players that are super duper versatile. If you can do, and that's for any team. If you can do more than one thing, you are more valuable to the team. Now, I don't want to get too much into Hassan Reddick, but Hassan Reddick, don't get me wrong, love Hassan, but Hassan was better at rushing than he was dropping into coverage. Now, I'm not to say he wasn't fit in the Vic Fangio scheme, because of course he played in the scheme. That's what we've been doing, like little tidbits of the scheme that Vic Fangio came up with. He still thrived, but with this, how I want to say this, with the Vic Fangio's defense, excuse me, you want players that are shifty, that can get from sideline to sideline, front and back, cover. You want to be able to players that can cover wide, long players that can cover, right? So my thing is, this was one of Vic Fangio's favorite players, and he played that safety. So I think that's another thing that they might, you never know with the Eagles, man. So we'll keep it moving. And Will Shipley played for Clemson, running back. He remind me of Christian McCaffrey. Okay, he got that dog, and I seen him running. I'm like, and I heard of Will Shipley coming up this year too. So, because like I said, I be watching some of the games. I don't know every player. I don't watch all their film, but when I do start to see who they're, keening into, then I look into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk with y'all. Come on, man. I ain't gonna do that with y'all family. So, like I said, I still got to do more insight on some of these players. But this is the little bit of information I did come up with from what I saw from because like I said, I'm on vacation. I'm still trying to enjoy myself. So you feel me? But Will Shipley, he's a running back from Clemson. I can't remember. I didn't write his stuff down. But touchdown wise, he's a touchdown machine, red zone machine. They said so. That's a great 1-2 punch to be running behind Saquon. We already know Saquon going, he gonna do what he do. So, but like I was saying before, I said running back was needed in our draft because we need to do something with Boston Scott's leaving, and then Gainwell was last year of his rookie contract, if I'm not mistaken. And depending on how that work out, they keep him or not, you're going to need people in that room that can, there's no disrespect to Saquon. I love Saquon, but we got a good line. He's behind a good O-line now. I hope he can stay healthy, you know what I mean? And he's not running on MetLife Field, but you just never know. You still got to have a backup for your backup, you know what I mean? So I think Will Shipley's going to be great. Great addition. He also is a run catcher. He can catch the ball as well. So I think he's a great addition. This other one, Anaya Smith. Okay, now y'all remember they was talking about. Oh no! What did I do? I must have spilled something on this, y'all. My fault. Anaya Smith, though, this is a crazy one. Okay, he can play special teams. Getting back to what I was just saying, he's versatile. You want versatility with these players, but he's a wide receiver. He can play special teams, very shifty, always looking for the cutback. And that's probably due to him playing special teams, you know what I mean? Because you're looking for the holes. You're looking for, how can I get upfield? So that probably helps with his vision and things like that. So that's always good to see. This was another key factor that I saw, 20 missed tackles. That's what you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get hit, but if you can get them up off you and get some yards after they catch it, that's exactly what you want, okay? Chain mover, plays a lot in the slot, which we need. I'm not saying he's going to start, though. I think he's probably going to be like third, fourth wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? That third wide receiver is still up for grabs. I know we got, we acquired a few players in free agency and then whoever else, but that wide receiver 3 is still going to be up, and hopefully, but they got speed though. All the players, everything is like speed now on the offense. Very fast. Even the defense fast. Everything's fast. So that's also good to see. And a lot of youth got injected into this draft. We didn't take no players that were super old. I seen some people they were talking about. Was it Peyton Willis is like almost 24 or something like that? Like you don't want that. So. And that's no disrespect to his game, but you want players that are younger because you want to get as much, You know what I mean? You want to get as much as you can out of these younger players, and then as you get older, you start to hit that decline. So, but let's keep it moving, man. This next one is already a hometown favorite. You already know Trotter Jr. I wish I had this light on too, man. Let's get on this. Oh, matter of fact, hold up, yo, hold up. I'm gonna plug this in. I know this is very unprofessional, but hold up. See if I can get this. Oh, I can't plug it in. Can't plug it in. My fault. All right, we're going to keep it moving, man, while this light is on. So, Trotter Jr., great guy. His dad was a great guy for us. But his coverage grade was a 92.1, which is awesome. Awesome. So, like I said, we need linebackers that can play in coverage. Some of his my fault. I'm trying to get my thoughts together here. Some of his cons would be they think he's undersized. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we'll be okay with that. I do feel like the linebacker rotation now is very, very good. The linebacker room is very taken much care of. So let's keep this moving. Trevor Keegan, that's a sleeper too as well. Just played on the Michigan team that won the championship this year. I think he's the reason why their running back Drake, whatever his name was, Blake Corum. I thought Blake Corum, I think his name is, or Corum something, whatever his name is, right? I think that's why he had the season he had, because you get to run behind his line. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, he didn't allow a sack. He had a career high passing block rating. So you already know that's something that we already need, man, up on that line, filling in the trenches. So let's keep it moving though. Johnny Wilson. I think Johnny Wilson is a project. Okay. I think he's a project piece, right? And I wish this light was working, bro. I feel like y'all can't see me, but this is a project right here, but this could pan out to be a very good project. He's a 6'6" wide receiver. 6'6", 6'6", bro. 6'6". All right, this ain't gonna stay on, but he's a 6'6" wide receiver, right? He ran a 4.5. Wingspan is ridiculous. Now, this is what really caught my attention. While I'm playing at Florida, right? He was 27 of 44 on catches that went beyond 15 plus yards. What? Whoever's up there in the analytical room is smart as hell. Because I'm like, all these players have so much tremendous upside. But this one right here, I really felt like if they can, and I think, with A.J. Brown and Smitty being there, because his route running need to be a little bit more refined. Same thing with Anai Smith. The route running got to be a little bit more defined, but the timing's there. Same thing with Johnny Walker. Timing, I like that. I like good timing when it comes to plays, because you just can't go out there and just run the play. You gotta, you gotta know how to sell. What do you call it? Multi-level offensive schemes. You might run a high level. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to sell that with the timing and things like that. So I think these are all very, very. And I'm not saying this because I'm an Eagles fan, but I think all these are very, very high upside picks. Okay. Whoever was up there in the analytical room and the scouts between them, the scouts and whoever else is in the Philadelphia organization, they found a lot of upside. They filled almost every hole that we were like, how they gonna do this? How they gonna do that? Howie Roseman deserves whatever he wants. Okay, like Christmas done came early, and I'm not trying to spice this up, but my thing is this: these players are probably going to be the reason why we go back to the Super Bowl this year. And you can mark my words, bro. You can stamp this. I already got my ticket in, and we will win the Super Bowl. I can guarantee it. No other team has had a crazier draft than this. And it's a lot of teams going through some situations. I'm seeing the 49ers are trying to shop Debo around. Now, you got to remember, Debo's like the 6th, 7th paid highest wide receiver. You know what I mean? That's a bad contract, okay? That's a bad contract on their end. So it is what it is. But players, teams that had, they picked up some good players, but no, I don't feel like any other team had a crazier draft than the Eagles, bro. The Eagles get both Quinyon and Coop. They got Coop DeVille, bro. They got Coop DeVille, Coop DeJong, whatever you want to call him, bro. It's bro. When I tell you, I was so excited. It's like Christmas. It's the craziest thing. But I'm really excited. I can't wait till training camp start. But shout out everybody, man, that's been showing love to the page, man. That's crazy within itself too, because this is just a hobby. But I really like what it's turning into. A lot of people commenting now and showing love. We want to do collaborations and stuff like that. So you know, it's I'm here, baby. We around, so you know what I mean. So we gonna make that happen. But I really just appreciate all the love, man. You know, it's nice to see, man. It really is, because you don't really, when you start something like this, you don't think people will want to listen to me. Because I know I be all over the place. I be stuttering, saying stuff like that, whatever the case is, man. But I keep it rolling. I get the encouragement from people off of YouTube, my friends, family, all that type of stuff. So it's good to see. It's good to have, man. And I hope too to encourage somebody as well, man. I see some people out there that's trying to get started. I talked to some people from where I live. They had asked me some questions about some of the stuff that I do, which is nothing crazy. I just crack my phone out on the tripod and got this little mic or my mic at the crib, and we just go from there. Little editing, and we just keep it moving. So. And then just keep trying to put out content, and just be you, man. I just try to be myself while I'm on here. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, then you ain't got to subscribe to the channel. So I ain't stopping you, but it's all love so far. So we ain't even gotta dwell on that. But yeah, man, it's nice to see, man. It's very nice to see. Please, if you want to be entered into the jersey giveaway, it'll be next. I'm gonna say it's going to be next weekend, okay? And I know I said I'm probably gonna cut it off until I think it was the end of April, but I think I might just let it go until the weekend so I can just give more people opportunity to follow the channel. All you gotta do is sub to be entered in to win the jersey, and then like I said, get your information, figure out where you at, and we'll send it to you, man. So or lady. So yeah, man. But like I said, appreciate everybody tuning in. How we done cooked up a crazy draft, re-signed AJ. It's bro, it's oh my god. I could probably stay on here another 20 minutes, but I gotta get ready, man. I gotta get a little bit of sleep, a little nap. I know it's late, but we gotta go out tonight. We gotta have a little party, gotta celebrate. So yeah, man. But I do appreciate y'all, man. So you already know it's not from the No Cut Sports Podcast. I appreciate y'all, and you already know, man. Go Birds, holla at y'all.